Talk about a freaking heart attack. Dear God. A 40-minute thriller with just waiting for Doublelift to get all of his items and eventually end the game as Jinx. Oh, man. That's a throwback game. But I must say, it was enjoyable. We now hold the 2-0 tiebreaker against both TSM and Team Liquid heading into the last two games where realistically, we can lose to EG, but then we have to beat Immortals, and we're pretty much locked and guaranteed and good to go. Unless, for some reason, everybody that is in the mix for a playoff spot won yesterday. CLG upset Golden Guardians, which is actually great. We'll get into that in a minute. FlyQuest got crushed by Cloud9. Team Liquid won. And then, yeah, EG lost yesterday to Immortals. So, it's like everything is kind of aligning. And the ultimate scenario that can come out of this now, which is a very real possibility, is Golden Guardians now loses to FlyQuest today, and 100 Thieves beats EG, and all of a sudden we're set. We have a tiebreaker for fourth place at worst. EG could also technically lose on Friday, and we could have a tiebreaker for third, depending on how the records end up settling. Which is insane, considering just 2 weeks ago we were talking about missing playoffs. So, really not too much to be addressed there. Breaking down the game just a little bit. The level 1 play, as Busio alluded to yesterday, definitely botched a little bit. And the difference between this team now and this team 2 weeks ago is that we would have lost 2 weeks ago. We wouldn't have picked our right moments. We wouldn't have appropriately fought at different objectives. I still think the 4v5 fight where we got him off Dragon was insane. The fact that we took that fight is nuts, but hey, it still worked out. We knew their cooldowns were down, so we fought it, we won it, we stalled out the game a little bit, and we allowed ourselves to come back in. Now granted, that was on the back of Solo and Chime doing us a few favors. So while I'm not too overly thrilled, at the end of the day, we held on and we got it done. The boys' confidence seems to be at an all-time high, which is good. That's what we need, especially going into a game where EG has been slumping, partially because they're playing from home. EG has never been the same team from home versus in the studio. So there's a very realistic chance that we can steal this one. And my expectation going into today, even though yesterday it was a loss, is yeah, we show up and play, we can win this. So I'm going with the expectation that we can win. And that changes things a little bit. There's a difference between playing like you have nothing to lose and like, oh, we can lose this game, it is what it is, and going in and be like, yeah, we could actually freaking beat these guys. That'd be great. So we will see. Closer did well in the mid-game. Like, it is so evident that Closer is a confidence player to the fullest. Because you saw his little pop-off midway through the game, and he was just happy as could be. And then from that point onward, it was like we were an entirely different team. Bjergsen got caught out quite a few times yesterday, which it just seems like there's still some plays where we're not thinking about where enemy players could be based on missing vision. And Bjergsen got victim to that twice, I think, in one game, which we need to clean up. EG will punish that way, way more than TSM will. But a win is a win. And you know what? There's 3 games. That's an easy thing to work on. Just like, oh, make sure we check vision, make sure we get a ward here or there, and we'll be fine. Beyond that, sorry, gonna switch hands. And I know editing this is not gonna look great. Well, no, I'm not even gonna edit it. So this is just going up straight to YouTube because I don't have time. And that's the nature, unfortunately, of having interviews, doing everything else around this, but gotta run. Bot lane, look, you can put faith in Doublelift to carry the game. They were sending 4 or 5 men bot, and it's just like you're watching his items. You're watching every time he backs. Can he get IE? Can he get LDR? Like, is he just slowly building and not dying? And he was positioning well in all of these fights to consistently be able to put out damage, which it makes me happy because there were a lot of people criticizing him a few weeks ago, even early on in the split, saying that he wasn't doing great. And you know what? He's proven them wrong slowly but surely. Tenacity is looking decent on tanks. There were a few Scion moments yesterday that were a little bit question mark. So he's definitely got to clean those up. But we can get there. So overall, I'm feeling good. Busio said that C9 is beatable, so we'll believe it when we get to the playoffs. But for right now, one game at a time. We got to beat EG. We beat EG. All is good. Life is great. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't want to drag this on too much longer because we got 2 more of these coming up with big games. So I'll talk to you later. Again, apologize for the lack of editing on these, but I don't know. I think the New York City vlog style ones are kind of fun, but you let me know. Adios.